You're going to do stretch outs. Get your chair if you're going to do chair exercises. Stand up if you're walking in place. Line up if you're walking wall. Get your weights if you're going to do weight exercises. Jump on your bike. Kitchen. Yeah, y'all. If I stop walking, y'all, let's knock this quick walk out. And I'll tell y'all what Tamykah said. Yeah, y'all. I started it. Hey! I'll be looking back at the video. Anyway, y'all know I threw numbers yesterday. There's times in your life when you become stuck, and there's a whole universe around you. There's a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of answers. And I think you should find more than one way of getting those answers. And numerology is one of those ways. And I'm just so grateful for Tamykah. So let me read what Tamykah says. So let me start out. Scientist, numerologist Tamykah Anthony is also a host of the podcast Uniquely Wired M. Real women speaking real topics. But what endeared me to Tamykah was her product, hormonal for PCOS. I found Tamykah Anthony on these YouTube streets. So she's out here. Also, she's out on the Facebook streets. Okay. And Tamykah knows the thing I love about her and her products. She knows how to treat women. Men know how to cut this out. They hate it. They don't know what it's used for. They don't got one. But women, Tamykah, she knows how to take care of this. And she knows this goes to every part of a woman's body. So that's what endeared me to her. She ain't got to pay me a dime to talk about her. So, y'all know I pulled the numbers. And I sent them over to Tamykah. You want to know exactly what the numbers are? Go back to yesterday's tape. Last evening's tape. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Okay. Tamykah said, as chosen, we all have the same affliction that we need to circumvent in order to manifest. Interfere, get all in it. It's just something. Okay, I got a message. Anyway. So much 6 energy in here, which means balance. So happy. I think the Most High is trying to tell you that you are covered and that balance is always restored. So stop worrying and focus on co-creating with the universe instead of being scared of your own power. Now that was a slap in the face. Wake up. Oh, got that. Ooh. She said, for example, so many people are conditioned to believe that 6 or 666 or 66 is bad. But it just means duality and balance. So there are some beliefs about yourself that you are holding on to that no longer serves you, that you need to release. Ain't that Tamykah something? I think when y'all get stuck in this life, all the cults, they poo-poo anything other than the holiday that y'all getting ready to celebrate. You know, the one where the whore rolls back the stone. You know, the sex worker rolls back the stone. Y'all finna start that holiday. And that you can believe it. That you believe. I was sitting there in that Southern Baptist church, that's what they said. I'm 66. They done changed that novel, the Bible, so many times, they probably don't say that no more. So, there's other things. Other ways you can get answers. Yes. Yes. I know she's right. I know it's true. I know it. But like anything else, sometimes you need to hear it again. Nothing in my life that I have done should make me worry about anything. Not really. Not really. But I do it because I'm conditioned. Just like I was conditioned not to want. I was told to sit back and wait to see what happens. That's not how you live life. If you could sit back and wait, I think you'd have been a different kind of animal on this earth. One without feet or arms or anything to do anything, just like a stone. Sit there and wait. But we're not. We can move. Maybe not interfere, but we can move. Like this, exercise. Like this, showing your body that you love it. You know? So, when I wrote the title, Ladies Don't Choose This, there was something in the title that I couldn't put in. I couldn't put the this in. And now I can't remember what it is. But there's a lot of this. Here's one this. Yes, I was looking at Dr. Phil. And this lady, married to a police officer, got kids. She's a house homemaker. She doesn't work. Didn't I just tell y'all yesterday what happened to them ladies that don't work? Don't let your kid aspire to be a mother, have a bunch of babies, sit at home, and this man starve and beat the hell out of all of you. So, wait a minute. Let me go back. So they were on the Phil show because the daughter was a screaming, raving maniac. And the mother, screaming, raving maniac, father, son, everybody. So I said, why don't you leave? Phil asked, why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? She says, well, he told me I'd have to have 2 or 3 jobs in order to try to take care of these kids. So Phil had to tell her, you think those kids was mine? They would live with you under a rock as long as y'all wasn't screaming. So then it goes on. And the woman, that's what I'm going to call married people. Woman, because you are the rib of the man. He don't pay you no attention. I don't think I should either. So, she said, I think my daughter escalated when she saw her father choking me. Choking me. This is what the stay-at-mom home says. So then the daughter starts hitting the too. Son, too. Everybody. But that's okay. She don't gotta work. She a stay-at-home mom. When the husband gets sick of all of them, he says, get out and take your 2 brats with you. I don't care. Get out of my house. Get out of my house, throw your kids. But she's a stay-at-home mom who doesn't work and have no money of her own. This is this penal colony bullshit. You made me feel inferior because I went out and worked and wasn't under the thumb of a fucking man who could throw me out of his house anytime he wanted to, no matter what that marriage certificate said. Filthy, stinking cults. Oh, my husband doesn't want me to work. Why? He don't want you to show all them black eyes you gonna come in there with? If you don't love yourself enough to take care and secure yourself, how the hell do you expect somebody else to do it? What makes that humper, huncher, murderer have to do for you? Oh, cause a piece of paper? Oh, I forgot. Your daddy gave you away. And that's the claim to fame. I'm married. How long have you been married? We've been married about 20 years. In my head, I'm saying, you've been catching that ass woman for 20 years? 20 years? And you wonder why your daughter is a complete screamer. You raised her in... Oh. Not only marriage, intimate partners. Listen, if you don't love yourself, ain't nobody else gonna love you. If you don't love yourself enough to get your ass out and go find some way of helping your family sustain other than just being home. You see, y'all know I look at African daughter in China and Rose Nanzay. You could call her a stay-at-home mom. Until she takes the kids into the field and they do planting. Or they go dig up something. Or until she has to go on the mountain because she has a project that she's working on. And she brings down the bamboo and they make it. This is all to better the family. She on YouTube. She generated income for her family. I was amazed when they was building her house. There's no stores around there. She cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this was the mason workers, which was a lot. She cooked for them every day. I ain't see no choking going on. What are you going to choke her for? Huh. Listen, African Americans looking at you, sister. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Asian men, this is the eye. Alright? And the same way for us here. We're looking at you. We don't want y'all suffering like that. Every time I look at black girls, I'm lost. Get out those coats. You don't have to have a man. Y'all pulling these folks out of jails with tears running from the top of their eyes down their neck and to their chest. That means they have a life, all those people. But he loves me. In what world? Oh, in the cult world. Jesus said forgive. But what you gonna do now? You ain't got no life. You ain't even here to forgive. Oh, he took your life while you was forgiven. Stop it, y'all, please. Kids need mother. Kids need their mother. His kickstand come out. He wiping your mother out for a kickstand. 6 children, what y'all gonna do? I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen in your life. You're gonna be abused. You're gonna be sexually and mentally abused because the only person that can protect you is no longer breathing. And that is an open door for a lot of abuse, pedophilia, all that stuff. Y'all, please stop choosing that. Yeah, I said come on with me. Save your toes and feet. Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. This is a quick walk, so we ain't dragging it out. Trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah. My daughter said, she said, Mommy, I had to start looking at black girls unlost, or I would never date another man. I said, but don't that show you how to, what signs to look for, what red flags? That you just don't go up there with your head in your ass. You know you're going out there as an animal trainer. If he ain't an animal, then you're going to have a nice life. If you're an animal, you'll know because you're a trainer. Run. Get away from him. There's somebody else coming to train him. No. Stop doing it. And tell your girls the truth about these men. That you make them close their eyes laying next to, knowing that they out there doing all kind of tomfoolery, but you don't even think about it. Maybe I didn't handle mine like y'all. I just used to tell the story about how Ron almost wound up with poison burgers. And they said, oh, you that? You rolled like that? And I said, yeah. I'm ashamed. I'm glad nothing happened. But I'm here to tell you now, I ain't that one. And yeah, I met men that I didn't have to animal train. They were humans. And I was a human. We got along fine. When we didn't get along fine, the first time, and I kept the dog since then, when we didn't get along fine, I got a dog. And he was gone. Totally nonviolent. We became best friends. He even used to come over and walk the dog. Was happy that I had some kind of protection. Y'all choosing the wrong thing, y'all. Especially as ladies. And then this holiday that promotes a sex worker. But then y'all have these serialists running around and lifing these sex workers like it's a thing to do. But you don't put no protection on them. Why don't you put protection on them? I hear y'all love Mary Magdalene. Ain't all sex workers Mary Magdalene? Why y'all don't like to protect them? Your husbands is going to them. But you down talk them. And you say they're a lower woman than you because in the cult, a sex worker, she has sex with thousands. But I'm in the cult. I only do a couple of 500. So I'm better. No, you're not. You come upon a holiday where starts with a sex worker rolling back a stone. After a death between two thieves. I remember sitting there thinking to myself, wow, this cult sure do love and worship people that they say are of ill repute. You love them. But then, in real life, when you see Mary Magdalene, you treat her like shit. Because y'all women. I just... Oh, yeah, they having a woman's march? I haven't... Listen, let me tell you something. My voting did not get the patty rollers to start wearing cameras. The protesting Black Lives Matter did not get the police, the patty rollers, to wear cameras. What got the patty rollers to start wearing cameras were people being on lives and police departments being sued. That's what got the cameras. How did the cameras get into the interrogation room even before they got? Because there were so many false confessions, so many patty rollers doing some wild shit. And the courts were spending a lot of money and cases was being kicked out. And then people were turning around and suing the police department. And then all interrogation rooms now have to have cameras. Marching don't do shit. You know how these humping unlifers look at y'all marching? They're horny. They're horny. They're thinking about how they can march with you and get a little feel or a little touch. They at home whacking off to y'all marching calling. It don't mean shit to them. It don't mean nothing. And it ain't gonna do nothing. It's a, well, you had the March of Washington. Yes. Everything that the March of Washington's got is gone. Gone. There's no voters' right protection. Didn't they just draw down on us 4 years ago? There's no voting right protections. There's no affirmative action. There is no equality on the job. The internet gave us all equality. Not this penal colony. That's why only men are able to get into business. Because then they're able to do the cult's work. They can look at you and say, you stay home and you can't work. I'm not hiring you. Your husband wants you at home. And the ladies used to say, I'm starving, I need a job. No. Listen to your husband. They love that power. They still doing it. So maybe I wanted to say, When I said don't choose this, don't choose these lies. Stop them, ladies. Your kids are being left here with no mother. Because you want to get into heaven. Well, while you're in heaven, the children you left here are in hell. Why don't you think about that? Oh, it's okay if he punched me and beat me with the frying pan. I want to live with him in heaven. Yeah, you may live with him in heaven, but guess what? The children you leave behind are in hell. They really don't have no one to protect them. No one will protect you like your mother. But y'all think y'all indispensable. Oh, I'm a woman. It's not worth living. If you have a child, every day you breathe is worth living. Tell the truth, ladies. Stop making these men. Oh, he's the handsomest man in the world. Who cares? He is a humper, a humping, hunching unlifer. And that's from nature. That is nature. So when you see that red flag, you're supposed to throw everything in the suitcase and get the hell away. He can't control that. Just like he can't control when his kickstand goes up. What he wants is what he wants. And as far as manifesting is concerned, he will get it. Stop choosing these lies. Going into, oh, I love Mary Magdalene. She rolled back the stone. Oh, she rolled back, and she was there. And I think it was something with some cloth or something like that. And this whole Mary Magdalene about this sex worker. Then you get out of church, and you hear, oh, look at that. She a sex worker. She low like shit. I'm like, she a fucking Mary Magdalene. Give her the props too. She'd have rolled the stone back. Ladies, please stop letting these menses poison you, control you with these cults. You got life now. You're alive now. What the hell is after when you ain't alive? Guess what? Anybody's guess. See, I'm trying to get my shit remains to Africa and trying to get my energy up to a star. But hey, once my eyes are closed, I have no control over any human activity. I can suggest, my energies can nudge, I can hug, I can wrap around, but that's about it. Well then, like I said, well, she really started, carrying on after he grabbed me, threw me against the wall, was choking me. He said she made me do it. So me and my daughter, we had this one thing when we saw Dr. Phil together. I think I was looking at it, and she came back, and this is years and years ago. And she had stopped. And I think Phil had asked the guy, he said, why do you punch on her like that? He said, she keeps getting up. She keeps getting up. Y'all let these cults, you take your kids there, your little boys, instead of taking them to a science fair, how to feed a cow, raise a cow, do something, you sit there in there in them pulpits and put that poison in their head. And then you grow up and say, he don't listen to me. He in a gang. He don't come when I tell him to. You done set him on that pew, and he done said, you let that dancing pimp in the pulpit say, you don't need your mother, you don't need your father, you don't need your grandmother, all you need is Jesus. I used to want to come home like this, my grandmother was like, you ain't even really doing nothing. What do you mean? He is a friend. I said, Don't you just do it all? Oh, oh, you hear that girl blaspheming in my house? Squeeze your gut, tuck in the elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. I raised my daughter. She was small. I was like, the buck stops here. Yep, I'm the one controlling your life. So why would I take her to sit in a pulpit where someone's telling me, oh, your mama ain't shit. Your mama ain't shit. It's Jesus. Then go home and mom said, take off your clothes, do dishes. Like, no, I don't have to. He technically don't have to. You set him in that pew. And what my grandmother says, just because they say it don't mean that it's necessarily true. And I was like, so why are you taking me to the bullshit? 5, y'all, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good luck. Happiness is life. Self-fulfillment. And an excellent quality of life. Y'all choose life, and choose life for your children. Because you're Eves, lady. You're Eves. Men are not Eves. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Hit that bell so y'all know when I'm coming on. Thanks. Have a good evening.